Hello everybody, my name is Ray Gehring. I'm a guitarist here in Brooklyn, New York. And in this video, I want to eliminate the need for chord diagram books in order to find new voicings or to find out what a chord looks like. A lot of us learned chord shapes by using diagrams without understanding where they come from or what they're made of and why they are where they are and how they make sense theoretically. So this video will help you see why these voicings work, where they come from, and how they're just a very obvious or intuitive approach to making new chords or to extending the chords that you know already. And we're going to learn how to build minor chords all over the neck in the key of D minor. And we're going to use the open D string as a drone or a pedal point. I'll be going through several different varieties, minor 7th, minor 9th, 11th, 13th, and different fingerings, so try to adapt it to any particular style that you play. So starting out, what we want to know is the foundation of the D minor chord. There are three letters, D, F, A, root, third, and fifth. It's a triad, and essentially anything we're going to be adding is just another note from the scale. Now I want to keep it in D Dorian. I think it's because right now I just don't want to introduce a flat to this. I'm going to start off with your standard D minor. Now I'm going to focus only on these first three strings, the E string, the B string, and the G string. I'm going to use the D, the open D, as a kind of a pedal point or a drone over this. So the very first D minor chord we have here starts off with an A, D, and F. And this is the inversion based upon the fifth. Second inversion. The next one I'm going to go up to that is a straight D minor is right here. D, F, and A. So this is a D minor based upon a root. You can see where my fingers are lined up there. Okay, next one that is straight D, F, A. I can do one here where we have F, A, D. Okay, the next place that I have a straight D minor triad is right here, and that's a repetition or a repeat of back here. So quick recap. D minor like this, D minor like this, D minor like this, and then back to D minor like that. So if we use the open D as a pedal point, we get to hear how different they are. D. Starting with these three is great. Now I alternated between the open A and the D. A is the fifth of D, so it's kind of a nice counter pedal point. All right, I'm going to add the seventh, which is the C, and I'm still going to need the third, which is the F. So I have this. It looks like an F chord without the F. That's a D minor 7. All right, the next place I know I can make a D minor 7. There are two. I can make one right here, which is C, D, and A. C, D, and A. Next one I can make, it's an extension of this one, is C, F, A. A little different character, just by the way they're stacked. And you can put them together to get a little more mileage out of a chord. There's nice two to put together. D, F, C. No fifth, just root, third, and seventh. Next place I can make a D minor 7 is going to be here on the F, the 10th fret of the G string. So this will be my third. This will be my fifth, which is the A. It's the A here on the 10th fret. C on the 8th fret of the first string. So I have D, F, A, C. The next place is right back up here. So you have 1, 2, before that, 2, 3, and then it repeats. So you see that we're not learning new chords, we're just seeing the extensions that naturally exist within sort of a home-based shape. D minor to D minor 7, D minor to D minor 7, right in the same area. D minor to D minor 7, and then again D minor to D minor 7. All right, now I'm going to hit the minor 9, and at that point I only have 4 strings, so I'm going to have to omit certain notes. The first thing I can do technically right here, this isn't minor or major, it's just a D9. We can achieve that by taking off that finger. All right, next place would be here. Now I could omit the 3rd and the root and just play 7th, 2nd, or 9th, and 5th. Here with the D, E, and C. I have to leave out an F, but it's nice. It gives a really beautiful sort of open-ended sound. Next one is going to be here. This is another one of these I really want you to get into your playing. If anything you take away from this video, it's going to be this chord. You play this chord, it gets everybody's attention. It tugs at heartstrings. But it's just a D minor 9. I've got my E here at the 9th fret of the G string. I have my F here at the 6th fret of the B string, and a C here at the 8th fret of the E string. All right, so I have 9th, or 2nd, technically, 3rd, and 7th. Listen to this. So many people have the same reaction to this chord. It's just so nice. All right, the last spot we're going to do the D minor 9 is right here. We're going to combine it with this F, A, and D, and we're going to, instead of the D, we're going to play the 9, which is the E. So that just looks like this or like this. So we're going to go back. If you want to tug at the hearts of the listener, start throwing out some D minor 9s. Let's say I wanted to change it again. All right, here I have 7th, root, and 3rd. I'm removing my 3rd finger so it stays out of the way. This is a beautiful voicing. I can do the same thing by moving this up 2 frets, and this is D, E, G. I've suddenly introduced the 11 or the 4th. But it works. Now, I only grab these notes because I know they're in the D minor, the D Dorian scale. It doesn't take much thought to see where these chords come from. That's kind of my point here. You kind of see that I'm just adding what's already around the chord. You know, it's D minor, but it's a little stretched. Again, if you took one thing away from this whole video, it's this chord. You gotta learn this one. And then I'll change them around, put different notes in there and see what you can get. Here's a C major triad over a D. Sounds great. What does a G major triad sound like over the D? You decide for yourself. So all these combinations are really up to your ear and what you like most about the sound of these chords. Again, these are all just shapes of the same chord, D minor. So we added all sorts of different notes, and then I tried other voicings just based upon notes on the other strings and what fell into the key of D minor, D Dorian, C major, and I just stacked them together. I don't know, that's just a C, G, and C, so there's not much there, but if I pedal it against a D, it makes the regular D minors a little more exciting. Again, my favorite. I'm connecting the dots of notes that are in the key center, and that's all I'm doing. So if you know the notes, you can build voicings anywhere, anytime, because then you can see the notes you can just pick from and say, okay, I'm going to put this in here. Let's see how that sounds. Make something totally musical out of this. And then end on it. So this is how we find our own chord shapes instead of relying upon diagrams. You can apply this to any key, any chord, and learn to create ideas that work for your music making. I hope this helps. Again, let me know which of these chords really spoke to you and which one you've had success in getting somebody's attention with that chord. There's so much you can do with this, and it's applicable right away as a beginning of a song or even as a vamp for an ending of a song. Check it out, give it a try, but please, please let me know which of these spoke to you or which ones are getting reactions from anybody. All right, thank you so much for watching. I know that's a weird request, but do what you can. All right, again, my name is Ray Gehring. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.